Hello to the audience of Photonics Plus, the EPIC virtual exhibition. My name is Martin Forer and I present here for the company FISBA on the topic of coated precision components for integrated microvision in endoscopy. The slides have been prepared by Carsten Rosenblatt and Andreas Korns and many others in the application and development department. I will guide you through the presentation along these questions. I'll explain our company, where our expertise comes from, how we do serve you as our client and in your application. And I want to show you what's the competitive advantage and innovative benefit we want to deliver to you. In total, we wanted to get it done from scratch, idea, concept design to manufacturing capability and transfer to production. FISBA has been on the path of internationalization since about 10 years. We have expanded into a global market presence with sites in Germany. 5 years ago, FISBA LLC in Tucson, Arizona, and last year we opened up a distribution office in FISBA in Shanghai, in China. We serve 3 market segments in total: life science with many applications, in particular also endoscopy, which was the starting place, then advanced manufacturing many different applications, also in particular diode laser micro-optics, and aerospace defense with quite some demanding coating and component applications and requirements. More than 20 years ago, FISBA noticed that increase in demand for micro-optics needed the coating process to be integrated in-house. There we started our own competence build-up with experts, and the first chamber invested. Since then, we have 2 other chambers. We remained on the APS ion-assisted beam deposition technology, and we have total 3 chambers now. The last was invested 5 years ago, and with that capacity and micro-optics reserve, we have quite a huge capacity available for expansion in this field. With the experience and expertise we have with these coating design and process engineering and manufacturing experts, we have built expertise in more than 300 own coatings applied to own components. Of course, in standard way, there is mainly some dozens which are in a very regular coating run, very often produced. On the other hand, we have very specific requirement coatings where very specific designs are provided to customer applications, which are fully developed from the design to the process to the scale up in the production department. In addition, you have to imagine that FISBA is a fully integrated coating and optics components production facility. So we have upstream processes from scratch, like planar optics, spherical optics, conventional manufacturing processes. We do integrate precision molding capability for aspheric and freeform surfaces. And we have also all the downstream integration of the components into systems by centering, cementing, assembly into high precision systems from miniature size to microscopic size, and all the customers we serve are profiting from the whole integration. I call it the backbone of the optical fabrication. Our process for delivering a solution to you into a specific application starts at the understanding of your client requirement and your needs. Then the coating design is developed and the trade-offs are taken with respect to the environmental or the application specific needs, and the development is designed and processes are set up to be produced on the coating machinery. Very often it is then straightforward to transfer from the same machinery, which is used for development as well for the standard production, into the scale-up no change in process machinery from design and development phase. Everything stays on the same machines. Therefore, this is quite a fast step. If any need for further improvement or change in the design is needed, we can also cycle very fast on those machinery on those machines and processes to optimize your coating and towards your requirements. Let's dive a little bit into the endoscopy world, imaging inside. One main constraint is it has to be very small, always very integrated. You have many functions, refractive, reflective, integrated into glued or single component systems in order to fulfill the field of view and the angular view of the different applications in endoscopy. We encounter regular trade-offs, and these are described here. One typically is performance versus environmental requirements, quantity scalability versus cost targets, and last but not least, time to market. The coating processes having that integrated in our production facility and production processes leads to very fast scale up and also very fast development cycles we can provide to you as a customer. The qualified optical coatings for miniaturized systems have been on our daily menu for development, production, and optimization since more than 20 years. So I would say we can call ourselves quite some experts in that field. Here are some examples. You see an out-viewing prism with broadband anti-reflection, visible up to near IR. That's a new domain when you want to integrate fluorescence detection in near infrared domain. The anti-reflection coating can be expanded to that field. Then you have integrated mirror deflections by the black bars seen here to accommodate the beam path across that folding prism. The prism can then be combined with an imaging lens, as described here, into a full objective lens system, creating the first image either for further transport in rigid systems or directly onto the sensor. Other topics we have developed here is that we integrate that mirror coating also on angled view, chip on tip, if you want to have your prism directly on near the chip for 90-degree deflection, that can be done, or for increased 3D 2-eye viewing. That's also where these chips are integrated with the 90-degree mini prisms. We will see that on the next slide. Further coatings are in development for 4K, 8K rigid, distortion-free imaging, also seen on the next slide. So many different directions are gradually optimized also from the coating perspective. Here you see that kind of distortion correction aspheric element, which is a double A-sphere, quite miniature size, high index class, which has to be anti-reflection coated. But in addition to that, on the planar facet, we add a structured aperture black coating, which reduces stray light in the system and optimizes the imaging function of the whole system. Further on, we can also be extremely miniaturized in coating designs. You imagine such a quadruplet with at least 6 open surfaces for refractive surfaces. All have specific coating on them, and handling such miniature components is fully mastered in-house for scale-up of miniaturized imaging functions to be integrated into chip-on-tip versions of such endoscopes. Here we have also the chip-on-tip prism integrated with a 90-degree deflection mirror. Not only the imaging path is profiting from the coating competence, also the illumination path is using specific combination, specific wavelengths, solutions. Here is depicted a X cube, which allows us to combine 3 colors into a white light beam path and couple it into quite a small dimension fiber transport system in order to get your application as the best way illuminated, or illuminated according to your requirements with the colors you need. Such systems can be packaged in quite a small format. In development, please check us out on that path as well. I hope I could incite your interest in our expertise in coating performance, coating solutions, innovative coating solutions on micro precision optical components coated to your specific requirements. Please check us out, send us your request for quotation. I hope this was interesting for us. Please mail me or contact us over our website. Please stay safe further on in this COVID-loaden phase of the year, and hope the best that soon we will get back to a face-to-face meeting.